Okay, y'all, it is Memorial Day weekend. Tom is doing some ribs for us. What are you doing right now? What's that?
Well, this is silver skin on the back of the ribs, and that doesn't ever cook very well. So if you get under it with a butter knife and get it started, like so, you can take like a paper towel, get a good grip on it, and peel it off.
Okay.
Sometimes you can get it all in one shot.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky. Other times it takes a few.
You have to work at it.
To get it all. And I'm trying to be, there you can see it starting to come off. Let me just go and rip this piece off.
Okay.
So you can see the stuff.
Yeah, it looks like it would be hard to chew too if you did cook it. So these are St. Louis style ribs.
See, there's a good.
Oh yeah, that one worked good for you. Right, these are St. Louis style.
Yeah, so this end had like a big flap of meat on the back here that I trimmed off. I like to trim them off because it makes the thickness of the meat more consistent, and you get a more consistent cook out of it. So when it all gets done at the same time. A little more up here.
So Tom and I have been doing Instacart, and so then your shopper, of course, is choosing your meat for you. And but yesterday, because we've both been vaccinated, we went out to Walmart and picked some up. So when you were looking for meat, I know I like to look at the dates because I don't want to be under the gun to like, oh, got to cook it today or tomorrow. So I was looking at dates. But what were you looking for when you were choosing?
I like to get the meatiest ribs I can. It might cost you $1 or $2 more, but it takes quite a while to cook these things, and I just think the meatier ribs taste much better when you're done.
Yeah.
So here's some more stuff. You can see this is fat here. Is a little thick, and it's just like a little skin tag or something. So I just generally go through here and just clean up anything that is loose and excessive.
Okay.
That looks pretty good.
It does look good.
Now, because I'm going to do this in my smoker and hang it, I like to cut it in half so it's not so heavy. So once I get it in half.
What's the benefit of hanging it versus just kind of laying it on?
Well, the benefit of hanging it in my smoker is that Karen can then smoke her vegetables at the same time.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we did some cabbage and onions the other day, and it turned out so good. I did bring them in and cook them in a little water and steamed them to soften them up, but the flavor was pretty neat. So
then I've got some store-bought rib rub, and I put this stuff on there pretty liberally. You can see I just pretty much coat it with this stuff.
Yeah.
And what happens as it cooks, some of it sloughs off into the cooker as it cooks, but a lot of it'll like caramelize and make a nice yummy crust on the ribs when you're done.
Ooh, that sounds yum. So you do both sides?
I do both sides. If you got a lot of edge, do the edge too.
I might be able to hear our cats in the background periodically. One of them, I think, is wanting to go out.
So I do this first before I even fire up my grill because I want the spices to have a chance to get into the meat a little bit. If Karen will videotape this in just a few minutes before I put it on, this whole surface will get all wet looking from the spice drawing out the excess water, and that leaves room for the spice itself to get drawn in.
Oh, okay. Let me see what you need to wash your hands, don't you?
I do.
So this is the rub that you use.
Yeah, I get that Academy Sports. If it's cheap, and it tastes pretty good, I think.
You've gotten some others for chicken and pork too, haven't you?
Yep.
The chicken
I've made my own before.
He's made his own. All right, so am I ready to pause now?
You're ready.
Okay. Let me move this. All right, when we come back, I guess we'll be outside. Hold on. So this is Tom's outdoor kitchen. You can see all the different type. In those bins are those wood chips? Is that what they are?
Yep, all kinds of wood chips in there.
Because you can get different flavors like cherry, peach, pecan, hickory.
And I think I'm going to use some apple chunks today.
Apple. That'd be good with pork. And you've got a... Oop, I almost tripped over the fan cord. The Smoky Joe.
Yep. And this is one where you fill up this little container with charcoal, or you can use lump charcoal.
You can do what?
Lump charcoal?
Lump charcoal.
Trying to knock off the excess ash here and reuse this stuff.
So you don't have to do new every time.
Right. So I'm sold on these chimneys. These things work great. No more throwing chemicals and stuff in here. And lighter fluid. I'm going to take a few of these out. And then I keep my charcoal in a bin like this. Keeps it nice and dry. Okay, now.
You looking for your fire starter?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's over here by the paper towels.
Little fire starter. That's on there.
What's that little thing? That little chunk that you...
This is the thing I starts charcoal on fire. So,
Oh,
so
okay.
instead of using lighter fluid, you light this thing on fire.
Yeah. By the way, it's what's the temperature now? In the upper 50s?
Yeah, it's pretty chilly.
And we got a little bit of wind going. So do you get those things at Sports Academy too?
I don't know where I got these. You can get them anywhere. There's several different kinds.
So the fact that it's like 58 degrees, is that going to affect your cook today?
Well, I'll have to adjust the smoker airflow to get the right temperature a little bit more. So once this is going, like so, you just set that on top, and I'll get this whole thing fired up, and then I'll pour this into there, and throw some chunks of wood on top.
And that's where you'll put your apple wood on
That's what I'll
top?
put on my apple wood on top. Here's some leftover chunk charcoal
Oh, okay.
that I'm going to reuse.
So once you get your charcoal in there and your apple wood, then you set it inside the Smoky Joe?
Yep, so inside Smoky Joe, and then I have a couple of ways to control how much air flows through, and it actually works very well. I can adjust the temperature anywhere from about 200 all the way up to like 400. So,
Oh, wow.
and this will take a few minutes to get ready to go. So I'm going to be doing the ribs. So you put in these things and put these hooks through the ribs, hang them on there, and then they dangle down above the charcoal. Okay. And that's how she cooks.
Okay.
And then Karen will probably show you the tray with her vegetables in it when
Yes.
we get that far.
I will. All right. See you in a few. What's happening?
All right, I'm putting on my heat-resistant gloves here because you need them to move this stuff. And charcoal, I don't want it all glowing red because I want it to last for probably 4 hours when I do the cook. So I think I'm going to go now. And just take your charcoal, 40 like so. Just stir it around a little bit. Okay, let's add some apple wood. This stuff comes in little chunks. So you spread them around a little bit so different chunks will start up at different times. Plenty. Take a little handy dandy hanger.
Going in.
That's what that looks like. Then this smoker, you can use a diffuser if you want, and this will take the heat and sort of make it circulate around. So just drop that in there, like so. And then I'm gonna, oh, I don't really need the grill, so I'll just leave that out here.
Because you're hanging them, is that why you don't?
I'm
Okay.
not hanging them, but I do want to put this in because this is going to support Karen's tray,
Oh, my veggie tray.
And let's see, let's hang the ribs right off of this side, like so. There you go. All right. Karen's veggie tray. This thing has these built-in shelves that are stuck together like that, and they just sit on top of the edge like so. Just like that.
Cool. All right. So we're going to take a pause and then go get the ribs.
Well, I'm not going to put the ribs. I have to get it up to the right temperature. I want to get it up to at least 225
Oh, okay.
before I even start adjusting how much air is flowing through. You can see we're already getting some smoke from that apple wood I put in there. So basically I'm going to close the top. Keep an eye on that. I've got a couple temperature probes I use to help me and put this one in the chimney and watch that one so I can see what that temperature is. And I have another one right here that I'll clip on the side somewhere. It'll tell me the temperatures inside down at a different level. So the funny thing is about these, they all don't read the same temperature, so you gotta kind of, it's this temperature down here, this temperature here, and this temperature here. So
That's curious.
figure it out yourself, I guess.
So it can be a little bit of a crapshoot.
A little bit. You see it smoking like mad, so the temperature's already starting to come up.
Okay.
And when that happens, then I'll hang the ribs.
Alrighty. Can't wait.
Okay, me neither.
So Tom, I'm looking at these ribs and they look moist. When we had them in the kitchen, they were dry looking.
Yeah, you can see that the seasoning is drawing the moisture out of the ribs and replacing it with that goodness rub.
Oh, okay.
And you can see I've got the skewers. I put 2 skewers on there just in case the rib gets so tender
that it falls off.
I don't want it falling off. And you can see my smoke has calmed down a little bit. The smoke's getting thinner. It's getting kind of a blue tinge to it, so that's the right temperature. So here we go. We're going to hang the meat.
All right.
And there's the smoke.
Boy, you can definitely see the blue color now that you're talking about.
And 1. And 2. And then to save a little bit of this meat that I trimmed off. And this will get done a lot faster than the ribs will, so it's a good treat for the cook.
Oh, a little appetizer.
Yeah.
I like the way you think.
So here we go. I'm going to close her up, and this is going to cook probably for 3 hours or so until the meat starts pulling back on the bone, on the ribs themselves, and then I'll probably wrap them in aluminum foil for another hour or 2.
Okay.
So, and you see I got the valves closed down pretty good. Temperatures just under about 225, 230. That's great. That's where I want it. If I need to allow less air to the fire, just close these down a little bit.
So now we wait.
For now we wait. Wait and smell.
All right. Can't wait.
All right, me neither.
Later. All right, so I've just got some zucchini squash and some cabbage, a little olive oil and pepper, and got the ribs still going in there.
They look beautiful. Look from the side.
It smells divine.
This tray goes in here, just like that.
Beautiful. All right.
I thought I'd just put a few on the side.
Okay.
See how that works.
Looks good. All right. Waiting again. Close her up. What you doing, buddy?
Pulling out the ribs, let them go for a few hours. They look done to me. I hope they are, because I'm hungry.
Ditto.
You can see them, they're pulling back from the bone real nicely. You can see how that that seasoning sort of charred on there and made a coating. You can see they're flexible, they're ready to break in half. So I think they're ready to go.
Let's do this. All right, we're gonna go eat. Bye. I know it says quick and healthy meals with Karen, but nothing quick about this.
This is slow cooking here.
Slow and slow. All right, we're gonna go eat later, y'all. So we had taken the I'm talking with my mouth full. We had taken the squash and the cabbage off earlier, and then I also made some coleslaw. And then there they are. And trust me, it's yummy. So I'm gonna fix my plate now. Bye.